Hello everyone, I'm Christina Nichols and welcome to Eye on Hawaiian Gardens. Thank you for joining us for another episode of our monthly program on events and activities in the city. On today's show, we'll take a look at the Senior Center Valentine's Day celebration, as well as present to you another segment of Your Health with Dr. Alexander. But up first, Council Member Myra Maravilla. Each December, the City Council elects one of its members to serve as mayor. Myra was our mayor for 2019, and we had the opportunity to talk to her about her time serving on council and as a mayor.
My name is Myra Maravilla. I grew up on Clarkdale between 221st and 223rd. I'm one of 4 siblings. I'm the middle child, the older of the middle children. I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. And I love my parents very much. I went to Ferguson Elementary School. Then after that, I went to Whitney High School, Long Beach City College, Cal State Fullerton, got my bachelor's and master's there. And currently I'm working in the city of Long Beach. I've always been interested in city government. When I remember going from elementary school to Whitney High School, a lot of the children that were in 7th grade were very much advanced. And I remember thinking, this is really hard. How is it that I was the top of my class at Ferguson and I just had so much difficulty adjusting in 7th grade? And I remember that always dawned on me. A lot of the children had private tutors and SAT prep classes, things that my parents just couldn't afford. I think that's what kind of triggered it for me and got me thinking. There's inequities within our school district system, which now we have a school board representative, which we didn't have at that time. And I just saw that certain things needed change. I just wanted to make a difference. I wanted to put my seal on the city and see how my perspective as a young millennial Latina could influence city government and our programs. And I've been so blessed to have such a great team here with city staff, just assisting and helping move our visions forward. Some of the things that I was hoping to achieve when I became a council member was diversifying our city funding, and right now we're on the verge of hopefully passing a tax measure that can secure funding in the event that our #1 revenue source is in jeopardy. In addition, on 226 and Norwalk, we have the Green property. Now we have an interested Holiday Inn to come and take over. That will provide local jobs, tax revenue, and that's what I'm looking forward to, is seeing our city continue to progress and develop. Another thing for me, like I said earlier, was the parks. We have very little green space for the number of population here in the city, and we were able to renovate Clarkdale Park. We're on the verge of acquiring Pioneer Park with the help of our assembly member. A lot of people don't know this, but Pioneer Park is actually property of Caltrans. And if we can take ownership of that property, that means that we can develop it and make it into our own. And lastly, Prop 68, we submitted a prop grant for up to $14 million so that we can look into creating an urban trail through the city off of Juan Street. That urban trail will completely change the look and feel of the city, especially in the middle where a lot of the people live. And an aquatic center. Currently, our pool is very small and it just doesn't provide the space that we need for our programs. So that would be revolutionary for us. The things that I've ran on are the things that I've been able to accomplish. And with the help of my colleagues and city staff, we've been able to move a lot of these projects forward, making our city just more sustainable. And even with the teen center, that's been one of the greatest accomplishments as well. Our special events are exceptional. We have some of the most special events out of our local cities surrounding us. And for me, what I really value first and foremost is our volunteer dinner. That is our opportunity as a city to highlight all of the great volunteers that we have here in the city that help really supplement the programs that we have in place and support city staff with accomplishing the missions that we have for each program. In addition, something that I just am really excited about is the relationships that we've built with our public safety officers, with our deputies, our fire department. Something very different that we've been able to do is enhancing our public safety center and utilizing it and staffing it, and having our public safety officers out has really strengthened the relationship that we have with our sheriff's department. And that's evidence in the YAL program that we have with Deputy Ferreira. These programs that we have help support what our end goal is, which is to have our youth interact in a positive way with our law enforcement. Our city has changed. I mean, just the entryway, our casino being built, the 24-hour fitness that came in, the Starbucks, Pollo Inca, all these different places that we would have never thought would make their way here in the city. That has just changed the landscape of our city. My hopes for the city is that we always have great leadership that can take our city to the next level. My hope is that we have interested, young, vibrant minds preparing themselves to move our city to the next level.
Thank you, Ms. Maravilla, for serving as mayor in 2019. I'm sure we'll hear more from her as she continues to serve on the City Council. But for now, it's February, so let's talk about love, romance, and music taking over the Senior Center. We're talking about the annual Valentine's Day celebration. We were lucky enough to attend this year's event, so let's take a look.
Hello, my name is Jesse Alvarado, Mayor of the City of Hawaiian Gardens. We actually celebrated Valentine's Day with the senior program. I see that they're having a great time with great music. They're actually dancing. And it's really a blessing to have our seniors and have a great time during these special times. Really glad and excited that the city is able to put this event together so they can have a great time during Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, Hawaiian Gardens. I would like for everyone to come out and enjoy our day. We have started with our group, the Senior Advisory Board, and we have come out this morning and we've decorated the room in Valentine's so everybody can have a nice heart and a happy loved life today. And we have all our group here. Everybody comes out and sings, dances, has lunch, and enjoys all their friends so they can have a good time mingling and just enjoy friendship today. And we try to do this every year so that way they can come out, not be home, come out and enjoy themselves throughout the day.
My name is Olivia Callahan, and this is my mother. She's 95. Her name is Frances Morris, and we really enjoy coming here. The food is always delicious, and we're having such a good time. And thank you for the beautiful roses.
Mi nombre es Alejandra Esquivias y aquí estoy en el centro de la comunidad y estoy muy contenta disfrutando este día de San Valentín con mis amigas. Nos dieron una deliciosa comida y estamos muy contentos, muy felices. Gracias.
Mi nombre es Teresa Nava. Hoy estamos celebrando el Día de San Valentín, que es una fiesta que cada año lo celebramos como celebramos todos los demás días festivos, y tenemos un día muy bonito. Nuestra gente lo está celebrando con nosotros y esperamos que todos estén contentos y felices de tener este día tan alegre para todos nosotros y todos los niños que nos acompañan, y espero que así sigamos teniendo nuestras festividades, porque para mí es un día muy lindo y muy especial, y les doy las gracias al City, a la ciudad, que nos ayudan para tener este evento tan bonito. Gracias.
Lita Duarte, we are here celebrating Valentine's Day, and we are getting together with our friends, our members. We really enjoying the day. Everybody is very happy. We are sharing our friendship, our food, and dancing, and just having a good time.
Hi, this is Irene Estrada, and I'm here with Teresa, and I love it, especially when this events, and I'm very happy because the seniors very happy, and for Valentines, and I love everybody, and I'm very happy. This is my second family in here.
Sí, estamos aquí en el City de Hawaiian Garden celebrando el Día del Amor con compañía de todas las amistades, de todas las personas que vienen a disfrutar. Venimos a comer, la comida está deliciosa, la que dan. También las amistades, podemos convivir con la gente y nos sentimos bien felices de estar aquí.
Hi, my name is Tony. I'm very happy. Today is Valentine's Day, and I really enjoy and with my friend, and we have all the good food. And thank you so much for the party, and thank you Hawaiian Garden community and city. Thank you so much.
The Senior Center hosts many celebrations throughout the year, and you too can be part of it. Make friends, go on excursions, enjoy the free lunch program Monday through Friday, and take part in fun classes. Just call the city for more information. And now to Your Health with Dr. Alexander. On today's episode, we talk about salt. Hello everyone, and welcome to your Hawaiian Gardens Health segment. I'm your host, Christina Nichols, and on today's show, we're going to learn all about salt. Did you know that salt was once used as currency? It's been such a big part of our lives, but the question is, what kind of salt should you be using and how much do you use daily? Today, we're going to find the answers to these questions from Dr. Alexander. Hi, doctor.
Hi.
Thanks for coming in today. I'm bringing all these salt options. I'm looking forward to hearing what's the best one for us to use.
I will try to explain.
Mm-hmm.
So
What do we have first?
First of all, salt, the table salt.
Mm-hmm.
This is salt that was mined under the ground, and usually table salt is highly processed. So it has some chemicals that are not necessary for our health. For example, here, if we will look at ingredients, we will see that it has some additional chemicals. Second type of salt that we will speak today is so-called sea salt.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can understand by name, this salt is derived from seawater by evaporating water. And it is less processed than table salt, but unfortunately, we have two problems with sea salt. First of all, now producers very often, not always, very often use some chemicals to...
So the chemicals are added to the sea
to
salt.
sea salt too, yes.
So people have to look at the chemicals
Yes.
to make sure, or check the ingredients.
So
to see.
people always have to check ingredients, and you can see here that there are some additional chemicals. But you can find on market, not this one, but this one, sea salt. This is sea salt, and if you will check ingredient here, you can see that it's only sea salt, nothing additional. So this is good type of salt. One more problem with sea salt is, unfortunately, environmental problem.
Plastic.
Correct.
Yes,
Correct.
I know all about that. Plastic in our salts.
So there are so many plastics in ocean, in sea, that partially small, very small particles of this plastic, they are going in salt.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And we don't feel it when we use this salt. But unfortunately, that small, very little particles of plastic could cause serious problems.
So what's an alternative salt that we can use?
We will speak about that a little bit later, if you will give me chance to speak about iodized salt. Mm-hmm. So this is iodized salt, and iodine is some element, chemical elements that we must have. But it's not always necessary to have iodized salt. your doctor always will tell you if you have deficit of iodide in your body. Only if you have deficit of iodide, you have to use iodized salt.
Okay.
Otherwise,
So if your doctor says iodized salt, use the iodized salt.
correct.
And if you don't have to, if your doctor doesn't say to use it, then what are we going to be using?
So the best choice for now, and I'm using many years, this salt is so-called Himalayan pink salt. And it doesn't matter, there are many suppliers of this salt, distributors. You can find this salt on many stores on this area. So just you have to know that this salt was deposited underground more than 300 million years ago.
Oh, wow.
And because of that, it does not have all that pollution, parts of pollution that contemporary salt could have, including plastic. Now I want to show
How much should we have
yes.
every day?
So in the end of October 2019, World Health Organization gave us updated recommendations how many salt we can use per day.
And so how much is that?
It is 5 grams.
What does that look like?
So we will try
5
to
grams.
show you what's 5 grams. This is our scale here. We will open this salt, our spoon, teaspoon, and usually it is half of spoon or half of teaspoon, but we will see. So please look at it.
So we can have about that much a day, half a teaspoon.
Give me a second, please. This is 3, 4, and a little bit more.
That's a lot of salt. That's a whole lot more salt than I ever use.
5 grams of salt. But it's very good question actually, and very good point of
Because
yours.
there's salts already in our foods
Correct.
and items.
Contemporary culture, eating culture, includes a lot of pre-packed food that we use, but that we eat, correct? Snacks, pizza, all this stuff. They have a lot of salt already, sodium inside. So we have to take in consideration that whole day, including that salt that has.
It's not just the salt we add, it's the salt that's already in our
Correct.
foods that we have to
Correct.
think about. So it's a little bit hard to judge how much salt we've been eating.
Yes, so it is very important that we will try to minimize the amount of salt on generally.
How much we add.
Generally,
In general.
general, how many salt do we use? Because extensive use of salt can cause very serious health problem, including cardiovascular disease with heart attack, stroke, and some very serious problem with kidneys.
Okay. So we don't want those problems.
No, no one wants.
So we should limit our salt intake.
Correct.
Got it. That's a visual of it, but that doesn't mean add that much salt to your food.
Yes, correct.
Okay, got it. Doctor, is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers today? We know we learned best option is Himalayan pink, sea salt,
No, it's not sea salt.
or
It's
just Himalayan
pink
salt.
Yes.
Iodized salt if your doctor says so, and to limit our intake of salt in general.
Actually, it's one thing that we can mention. Sometimes people try to limit their salt by using light salt. And actually, it has not a lot of, but it has additional chemicals there that I personally.
This one has the most chemicals of all the salts you've showed us.
Correct.
There's
Correct.
a number of chemicals, yeah.
So you have to take in consideration this one too, that it has some additional chemicals there.
Thank you, doctor, for that wonderful information today. So just to recap really quick, guys, Himalayan pink salt is the best option when you go into market. Stick to 5 grams of salt per day. That's with everything that you eat. And if your doctor says you need the iodized salt, then go ahead and get the iodized salt. And always check the labels. Make sure they're not filled with chemicals. That's it for today. I'm your host, Christina Nichols, and I'll see you next time. And there you have it, the skinny on salt. We hope you'll use this information as a starting point to help you lead a healthier life. As always, please consult your own doctor for complete and individualized health advice that takes into consideration your situation, health history, and treatments. And that brings us to the end of another program. We hope you've enjoyed it and invite you to join us again next time for Eye on Hawaiian Gardens. Until then, I'm Christina Nichols. Take care.